Hi guys, I'm Chef Shreeya from Sushi and More, Mumbai, India. My forte is Japanese food and today I'm going to show you how to make a spicy bean ohitashi. Ohitashi is a Japanese style pickle vegetable. You can use a varieties of vegetables starting from broccoli to Brussels sprouts to bean sprouts, which I'm using, cucumber, etc. So in order to know how to make this, let's start with the ingredients. Firstly, I'll be using about 1.5 cups of bean sprouts. Second, I'm using mirun. Mirun is a sweet cooking sake. If you don't get this, you can add dry white wine with a little sugar. This is about a tablespoon of soy sauce, dark soy sauce, Japanese dark soy sauce. That's about 6 parts or 6 tablespoons of dashi or Japanese stock. You can use any vegetarian stock. I'm using 1/3 tablespoon of sake. Sake is a cooking wine again made out of rice. If you don't get that, you can substitute it with dry white wine. I'm using some finely julians of ginger, and finally this is Togarashi or the Japanese 7 flavor chili powder. If you don't get this, you can use regular chili powder as well. So in order to make this, we'll go on with first putting the dashi onto a pan. I'm using 6 parts, so you can measure out 6 tablespoons or 6 cups depending on the quantity of bean sprouts that you're using. Next is the soy sauce. The soy sauce will not only give the color, but it will also give ample amount of seasoning. This is the Japanese dark soy sauce, which is much more refiner in taste. Next is mirun. Mirun will add on to the sweetness and balance out the saltiness of the soy sauce. That's again 1 part. So if that's 6 parts of stock, 1 part of soy sauce and 1 part of mirun. That's about 1/3 part of sake. Sake will give it a slight sharpness. So we just let all these ingredients come to a quick simmer. I'm going to add in the ginger as well. It's a very healthy, quick recipe which you can whip up and even serve it with your drinks for that matter. There's no oil required, nothing. So the process involves is we let all these ingredients come to a quick boil and then we switch it off, let it cool for some time, and then we add the bean sprouts or the Brussels sprouts or broccoli or cucumber to the warm liquid so that it cooks slightly but it still remains crunchy. I'm also going to throw in the 7 flavor chili powder. Japanese food does not really involve a lot of spices. For some, it might come across a little bland, but when it comes to being healthy, it's top notch. So it's come to a simmer now. I'm just going to switch it off. I'll just let it cool for some time before I add the bean sprouts. So the broth has cooled down slightly. We need to add the bean sprouts to that now. It should be cool so that you'll be able to touch it. And then you can just leave it on. You can put it inside the fridge and let it cool down completely just before serving. The residual heat will help the bean sprouts to cook a little bit, but it will still retain the texture, the crunchy texture that bean sprouts has. If you're using a harder vegetable like broccoli or Brussels sprouts, you need to put it while it's still a little more hot. I shall plate it up straight away. You can just pick it up like that with a pair of chopsticks. You can use pair of tongs as well. Make sure that when you're cutting the ginger, make it really fine, because otherwise it's gonna come in your mouth and a lot of people don't really like that. You can also mix 2-3 vegetables if the need be so. You spoon in some of the broth. And lastly, I'm going to sprinkle the 7 flavor chili powder or Togarashi from top. You can also use white and black sesame seeds. So this was the spicy bean sprout ohitashi, a Japanese style pickle salad. If you like this recipe, do subscribe to India Food Network. For any more queries, comments, or if you have any other recipes that you would want me to make, do write in. I'll be most happy to assist. Domo arigatou gozaimasu.